Tonight at 6, an undocumented immigrant living in PA accused of fraudulently voting in the 2024 election. It has some people remembering what President Trump said on a debate stage 6 years ago.
Bad things happen in Philadelphia, bad things.
So there you have it. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Candace Scalise.
I'm Joel D. Smith. So tonight we are working to try to learn more about that vote. How was it cast? What happened there as the Department of Justice just released these charges?
So CBS 21's Andrew Klein digging into this case, joining us live in Dauphin County with the political fallout here. Andrew.
Well, Joel D. Candace, according to federal prosecutors, 50-year-old Mahady Sacko was ordered deported from the United States in 2000, but stayed in the country and found a way to register to vote and vote in the 2024 election. So the DOJ, says he had been living in Philadelphia illegally and that he had falsely claimed to be an American citizen in order to vote. Earlier today, I spoke with State Representative Scott Barger. He says his fear is that this is a sign of much more to come, and this will just be the first of many. His other fear is that Americans might stop believing in the importance of elections if there are more cases like this one. But Democrats say this is the system working as it's supposed to, catching those who try to vote illegally.
I'm seeing it already, and for the last couple of years here in central Pennsylvania, people kind of shrugging their shoulders. Why bother? Why bother? It's rigged anyway. We don't need Americans to be having that attitude towards our system of elections. That would just be terrible.
Nobody wants this to happen at all. But the good news is, if this happened, it was caught. And our system is set up so if something happens, it gets caught.
But that is not the only stance that folks are taking. I also spoke to a gentleman on the street earlier who says he feels like issues like this are 1 in a million.
I think they did a study, like there was 2.7 million elections done, and only 14 that were irregular. So that doesn't really escape out to really make it fraud.
The Department of State also responded to a request for comment that we put out earlier. Their statement reads, explains their commitment, to ensuring fair elections in Pennsylvania, and that instances like this one with Sacko continue to be caught. Live in Dauphin County, Andrew Klein, CBS 21 News.
An undocumented immigrant in Philadelphia has been charged with fraudulently voting in the 2024 election.
The Department of Justice making this arrest apparent for all of us. So really set off a wide range of reactions across the political spectrum.
And CBS 21's Andrew Klein spoke with both folks from both sides of the political aisle today. He's getting reaction from Pennsylvanians. So Andrew, what do we know about this person who is now being charged with voting in this 2024 election?
Yeah, it's so we know it's a 50-year-old man. Mahady Sacko, is the name. 50-year-old man living in Philadelphia. Actually, somebody that the Department of Justice says it ordered deported in 2000. So more than 25 years ago, this person was ordered to be deported from the United States. Of course, did not leave the country then, ultimately able to register to vote and then vote in the 2024 election.
A lot of folks are wondering, how often does this happen? Republicans have been complaining that they have a lot of illegal voting happening, and that's why the Democrats let in so many illegal immigrants to begin with. Now this happens. So what, we'll say potentially happened because it's still being charged. What's been the reaction from Republicans so far?
Yeah, Joel D. So I spoke to a Republican earlier today, a state representative. He said his fear is that people will see this happening, whether it's one time or whether it happens more than once, and there are other instances. Either way, people are going to run with this happening. Now there's one that we know. There's one person accused, and that this information has been released. So the fear is that this could spiral into something so much greater, and if it does, people will lose faith that their vote actually matters. And if people lose faith that their vote matters in Pennsylvania or in the entire country, people could stop voting in this country. And that is a major, major problem altogether.
Yeah. So how are Democrats reacting? I know you spoke to them as well.
Yeah, Democrats seem, they believe this is the one-time thing. There aren't a ton of instances of this happening. I'm sure if you asked Republicans or people who, feel that they're on the Republican side, they'd say this is happening all the time. It's been happening for many, many years. But according to what we officially know, we have this case here. And so, Democrats told me earlier that this is what the system is designed to do. If we have a case like this one, the system is designed to catch it, and it did that. So it actually proves that the system is working the way it was intended to work.
So it's ironic it happened in Philadelphia, and so that reminds me of what the president said when he was running in 2020, saying bad things happen in Philadelphia.
Yep.
So here we are. You can almost hear the ad. This could be turned into
Right.
something political so fast. Wrap it up. You got 15 seconds.
The ads and the X firestorm, of course, is certainly going to be on one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one more stat for everybody. The recent F&M poll came out, and 30% of the people said that not much or not at all is how much faith they have in our elections, and that was before
That
this
could
came
hurt
out
it.
today. So could be tough. Thanks a lot, Andrew.